Hi everyone, it is Sunday. No, what am I saying? October, jeez, December 7th. Yes, Sunday, December 7th, and it's nice and bright and shiny in Maryland, and it's cold. Oh my gosh, it's cold. I mean, I know it's not as cold as the people up north, but it is. For me, it's 34 degrees. That's what the car reads. 34 degrees. Doesn't go much higher than this today. And yep, I did not do any sewing yesterday. It took me all day yesterday to do the editing of Vlogmas days 1 through 5. It literally took me 2-3 hours to do it because I realized that I recorded a lot. And I had to edit it. If I didn't edit it that much, it would have been 2 hours long. And I did not want anyone. Most of it was me talking to myself, I realized, so I had to edit that out anyway. And I had to figure out how to use. Usually I ask my son, like, oh, how do I do this and how do I do that? And he was not available. And so I figured it out. I sat quietly with a cup of coffee and figured it out. But it took me all day. Didn't do anything. And at night, I just went grocery shopping. Now, right now, I am headed to Costco because I got to pick up supplies for the home and for the week. Because this week I'm going to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And I'm not sure if I'm going to get any. I'm hoping I can get some sewing done or come home early on Monday and Wednesdays. On Thursday this week I gotta take my dad to a bunch of appointments. Yeah, my dad recently was in the hospital for some time. He had a blood clot in his leg, and long story short, he's well, he's doing well. My dad is going to be 80 in April, so I'm enjoying giving care to both my parents. They live about 5 to 7 miles away from me. So my mom doesn't, like I've said some reason, my mom doesn't move much. But my dad now is, my mom is 6 years younger than my dad, but she is in a worse off shape than my dad. But I'm enjoying taking care of them and giving them care as needed. Yeah, so Thursday I'm taking him to some doctor's appointment. But that's about it, and I'm headed to Costco, and then I got to go to the Oriental store to get some udon noodles because that's on my menu for the week. And I like their fresh udon noodles from the Korean store. And then I'm headed to the Indian store to get some vegan protein chunks for my daughter. And then I'll be back home. I need to be back. It's 10:30. I need to be back home before 12:30 to watch a football game with my son. It's the Commanders and the Lions, I think. We shall see. Yes, we are a big Commanders fan. We've not had a good season, and yeah, we'll just ride it out to the end of this year or season, and next year is a good start. It will be a fresh start for us. Okay, I'll talk to you all later. Enough of me gibbering on. Bye, everybody. Hi, everyone. I did not get a chance to come back to my sewing room all day after I went to Costco. And then I put away all the groceries for the kids, and my husband was at work all day. He is actually still there. It's almost 9 o'clock at night, and he's just on his way home. Anyway, I did not do anything. I watched the football game, then cooked dinner. We had steak and rice tonight. And my daughter, who's a vegan, had she had vegan sausage, and she made like a stir fry with rice. Anyway, and now I came down just for about 30 minutes or so to do something. Oh, by the way, our team lost again. I think this is 6 straight loss. Our Commanders lost 6 straight games. We've been down with so many injuries on our team, and it's just not fun anymore. Well, I'm always going to support them. When I came to America, when I was young, I was 16 when I came to America, and my family migrated to America when I was 16 from India. And then I met my husband, I think when I was 19. Yes, 19. Can't remember. And he introduced me. Actually, before that, we used to go to a church here in Silver Spring, Maryland. I had no idea what American football was. And the church said that they were having a Super Bowl party that Sunday. And they invited all the young, for all the young kids. And we went. I had no clue about football. All I knew was, every time we scored, it was I don't know who, at that time it was the Redskins. And did not know. All I knew is every time the team scored, everybody in the church, we were all watching, I think, in a circle, and they would get up and do the wave. I had no clue. But apparently that year we won the Super Bowl. I think it was 1990, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 90. Yeah, 1990, I think. Oh gosh, I'm so way off. Anyway, it was one of those years where the Washington Redskins won the Super Bowl. A couple of years later, I met my husband when I was 19, and he taught me everything I know about football. And now I am a big, humongous football fan. You call me crazy, right? But I love American football. I love everything about the game. Anyway, I came down to start with the toaster sweater. Where I left off was those big circles. So it's been a couple of days, yeah. I'm going to put the timer on and see, because we left it at 45 minutes. I finished the bodice of both 2 toaster sweaters. So let's see if my stopwatch. Okay, all right, I'm going to start it. Here we go. So it's saying I'm going to work on the collar. Let's see how long. I already packed my work bag. I usually take it up and keep it by the door, so I don't have to come back early in the morning and disturb the cat. My daughter will come down and feed her, or my husband will come down and feed her later. But I wake up at between 5 and 5:30, and I'm usually out the door by 6:30. I like to be at work by 7:30. Yeah, so I don't like to come down here and disturb the cats, especially Snips. The other cats get fed before I leave. I feed them in the morning before I go. Yeah. Oops, I didn't do this here. Okay. And then now it says, this is the neckband. It's saying to serge the short ends. And then, okay, so I did both the neckbands. Simple, easy peasy. They're done. And I am going to attach. My daughter is here, but she's behind the camera. She is sitting right here. I love it. My daughter, she's in grad school, and she's having her finals, her last few weeks, and you know, it's busy. Both the kids have finals. They're both in grad school, and they both have their finals this week. Last classes this week, I think, and my son has his finals this week. I'm not sure. Yeah, she said yes. And then my daughter's waiting on some. Next semester is her last semester for this master's, which is master's in professional writing. And then she will go on. Hopefully, she has applied to other universities to do her master's in fine arts, because my daughter wants to be in academia, and that's a very good master's to have if you want to be in academia. That's what I've been educated on, right, Divya? So she's applied to Johns Hopkins, which is very close to us, and then she's going to apply to the University of Baltimore as well, because there are very few universities that offer this master's, so it'll be her second master's. I know that both my kids, my son will end his master's here. He's doing his master's in IT. Yeah. So he will end his journey with his first master's. But I think my daughter is crazy. She's going for her second master's. And who knows what the future holds. Like I've always said to both my kids, I'm so excited to see what the Lord has planned for you. I cannot be anxious about anything, but yes, sometimes I show them my anxiety, which is natural sometimes as a parent, but they always remind me, my children always remind me about who is in control of the situation, not us, but the Lord, and that I need to calm down. And every time I have anxiety attacks or panic attacks, I usually panic. Oh my gosh, did the applications go in? You know, they just about their future, and then they remind me that my daughter will straight go to the kitchen. We have a chalkboard, and she goes and writes a memory text for me to remind me about who is in control, how God is leading us. So I pray that the Lord, her dream for her second master's is going to be, she'd love to get into Johns Hopkins, but it's very competitive. And her second choice is the University of Baltimore for her second master's. So we'll see what, it's going to be not our will, but the Lord's will. And the Lord knows best. Yeah, we may think we know what's best, but oh no, honey, now you can let the Snips has been asking to go out. It's 9 o'clock, like I said, and now the other cats, because when my daughter comes down, the other cats think their mommy has abandoned ship. Yep, that's exactly what they think. And they all come to the basement door and start crying to come in. So Snips went out, so my daughter's gone to get one of the cats to come in, the kitten who, yes, as soon as my daughter comes down, they act like, oh my gosh. What, honey? She's still at the door? Come. Oh, she's still here. Oh, she's still here. Okay, come and show everybody Snips. Not Leia.
Okay.
This is Leia. But everybody wants to come and visit me in the sewing room, but Snips is watching. Like I said the other day, Snips does not like anyone. This is not her baby.
But she's trying.
She wants to have somebody, but this is not her baby. Yeah. Thanks for visiting. I am going to attach these collars and probably call it a night. But I hate going to bed and toss and turn. So I'd rather be here and get tired, but 9:30 is my bedtime. The kids know this so well. They're like, Mom, isn't this? They start looking at me like, why is she still up? I have to laugh at this situation because I remember when the kids were young, we used to be rushing, depending on their age. First it was, 7:30 when they were in elementary school, then it moved up to like 8:30, then it moved up to 9:30, and then I think by the time they were in 12th grade, it was between 9:30 and 10. Anyway, now they sleep whenever, and I rush to bed. My husband's a late person, but yeah, I rush to bed. Tables have turned. Okay, so I'm back. I did the collar. Here. And where did the collar go? I did the collar on my mother's. Like I said, I didn't have enough fabric for the band, and I found this in my stash for the sleeve band, but now that I look at it, it's just quite off, and I'm just gonna leave it out for my mother. It's fine. So I think the next step here is to serge the sides. I think I'm gonna go ahead and attach the sides. I finished both the toasters, didn't finish it, but I put it together. So it is 9:40, oh my gosh, 9:40, and I am going to go to bed. I need a little, so this is going to be mine. Here's that. So tomorrow I'm going to work on the sleeve band and the hemband. And then this is my mother's again. I don't have the sleeve band for my mother, so I'm just gonna hem it. And here's my mom's, so hers, just the waistband goes on for her. I'm gonna stop my stopwatch right here, so it's another 45 minutes to do 2 tops that, it's almost done. Let's see how long is it. So that is what, 45, so 1 hour and 30 minutes to finish all the way. Sorry, I have Columbo going on the TV. I forgot. Oh, stop. Let me say it doesn't disturb us. Okay, and that's it. I hope you have a good night. I like to go up and pray for my bedtime and read my Bible a little bit. So I hope you all have a good night, good Sunday night, what am I saying? And I will catch you tomorrow for December 8th. All right, take care. See you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. I'm on my way to work. Actually, I'm already in Washington, D.C. I thought I'd share with you. This is I Street and 11th, where Tiffany and Company is. Okay, I had to stop the video. Yeah. So isn't that beautiful over there? Look at that. I love that. Every year in DC, it's Tiffany and Company around there. But anyway, just thought I'd share a pretty drive here in DC. And I forgot to say good morning. Good morning for Monday, December the 8th. And I'm almost at work. I work a block away from the White House. Yeah, so on my way home or one day when I come in, and as the sun is coming up, I'll show you my drive into work. You can see I drive through all the monuments to get to work, and it's just so pretty. I always appreciate the splendor and the beauty of Washington, D.C. I hope you all have a good day and take it. When I get to work, I'm going to show you what I'm wearing. It's an old make. It's the cashmere Grafton dress. And if I have a mirror or anything in front of me, I will try and take a picture or a video. Look at this. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. This is called Franklin Square in DC. It's I and 13th Street. Oh, the decorations are so beautiful. Our office used to come down here to have like picnics. Let me see if I can get, it is so pretty. Oh my gosh. There's so many spots in DC like this. I think, look at that. That's a new one. This is a new decoration here. I'm looking, I didn't see this last year. Wow. Okay, so today I'm in my office and I am wearing the cashmere Grafton dress. I made this, I think 2 years ago. I had to take it in the sides, a lot of inches, but yeah, I love it. It's super comfortable, and it's something I go for, especially in the winter. This was a knit I purchased at Fabric Mart Fabrics. Hi everyone, it is Friday, wishful thinking, right? It is Wednesday. I'm getting all my days mixed up and my dates mixed up. I think it's Wednesday, December 10th. Yeah. I did not come down to the sewing room yesterday at all. I was so pooped. I can't believe it that we worked all these years when I had little children, I was pregnant. I would wake up early in the morning, do things, and go to work 5 days a week. Well, after the pandemic and my cancer during the pandemic and the other health battles, I cannot do 5 days a week. Well, thank God that my work is still on hybrid, which is 3 days at work and 2 days at home. And I'm grateful for that, because I go 2 days because I wake up so early at 5 o'clock and leave the home by 6:30. I'm pooped after 2 days, and then I need a break, and then I go the other day. So today was my, I thought I would be brave and do 3 days in a row. Couldn't do it. I went to bed by 8 p.m. I was so tired, and I didn't even wake up. I usually like to wake up when my son goes to, if I'm home, I like to wake up if my son goes to work, because he works at the elementary school and middle school that he went to as a child, and he's now a teacher there. So, and I like to wake up and say goodbye to my son, and have breakfast with him. And I didn't even know when he left the home. Oh my gosh, I felt so horrible, but he survived, right? He's a young man, he's okay. It was mom who was not okay with that, but that's how tired I was. Yep, so now I did not come so much to the sewing room Tuesday. I just did some knitting on the couch, and yesterday I didn't come, and I'm here now. It is 7:10 p.m. and my kids will be walking in the door in another 10 minutes, so I will stop it and start it all over again. My kids went over to my parents' home. They live about, I want to say, 7 miles from here or less. Yeah, so they went over to my parents' home to help them with their grandparents' home to help them with their Christmas tree and their Christmas decorations, because my dad, he insists, even though he just was sick, he insists on putting up the Christmas tree. I know now they caught on to my channel. So Dad, you are not supposed to get out the Christmas tree. And your grandson said that you got out the Christmas tree. No, we don't want you to injure yourself. But they got out. My son was going to, son and daughter were going to go and get out the Christmas tree for them from the garage. But apparently he already got it out, and then was just asking my son to get all the decorations out. Well, I'm glad my children went. I know the grandparents enjoy it because my kids love going there. When they went, they are spoiled. I mean, spoiled by their grandparents in the sense that even though they're 26 and 23, they still want their grandma's cooking, which they love, their grandma's cooking. So they are coming home with grandma's cooking. I am going to continue on with the toaster sweaters. Oh my gosh, this is going on for way too long. So I am going to put on my timer again. So it was 1.5 hours for 2 toaster sweaters, right? 2 toaster sweaters that we got to this part. And I'm gonna go ahead and put on the bands right now. Oh, if I don't hear my kids coming to the door. And yep, going to go ahead and put on the bands, and I will get situated here, get out my instructions real quick. Even though I keep saying I don't need instructions, but then I'll make a mistake. So I just want to have it up on the screen here. And I'm going to watch some Vlogmases. For those of you who watch my Vlogmas the last first 5 days, I'm glad you did, because it's my first time doing it. I enjoy making it. It's actually coming down to the basement. I might continue this style throughout the year. Okay, so I did the bands and for both, and I am watching Legionero Barnes on here. She has I like watching Legionero and her mom. I've always watched it. Just connected with her on Instagram. They're so cute, and they're so just gentle, kind people. Anyway, watching her. I am not a big four person. Sorry, this lemonade. I know I'm drinking lemonade and it's like 17 degrees outside, but I love lemonade. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. So I'm gonna attach. Oh yeah, I was saying I'm not so much of a big four. The only big four that I like sewing is simplicity. Simplicity, I love sewing simplicity when I can. When I find something, they're really easy. Their simplicity block fits me really, really well. I'm gonna attach this and come back. Hi everybody, so I finished mine. This is I made a large on the top, and then I graded out here. Perhaps I'm thinking, because I need more room here, and here I just like it more comfortable, and I graded out from here to here for extra large. The band was an extra large, and this one was a large. I like this make. It's nice. It's so cozy. This fabric is soft and beautiful. It's one of those Joann's double brush poly, but I loved it. I love it. And here is my mother's, same size, exact same size. And I did the same grading for my mom as well. So it's this one, and I remember I didn't have enough fabric, literally no fabric for the band, so I just cover stitched it. Now the total time it took for me to make 2 of these, and I don't consider myself a fast person who sews fast. I usually take my time. I got it was a total, I stopped my stopwatch going. It was exactly 2 hours and 2.5 hours, exactly 2.5 hours to make a total of two toaster sweaters. It would have taken me a little bit longer if I had the cuff for my mother. This includes the time that I used to switch my serger and cover stitch machine from serger mode to cover stitch. Even though it's an air threader, I'm still learning it. It took about 10 minutes to switch over. Yeah, I'm very pleased with this make. So this ends the 5 days, the Vlogmas for what am I saying? December 6th to December 10th. I hope you all have a good night. It is 9:30. I am going to get ready for bed and go to work tomorrow. I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.